Look at this. Look at this nonsense, man. Okay, this is what I've been saying. This is what we've been saying for ages with regards to Argentina. And we see it here boiling over because they've actually lost the game. Look at him. You know, there is absolutely no excuse for that. So at the end of the game, Prades obviously boils over, attacks Garcia. On the news report, they would say basically that he choked Garcia, but that's not what happened. He trips him, he pushes him in the face, nearly punching him in the face. He tries to slap him, and then he manhandles him onto the ground. And that's all because they lost. There's no other reason for it. I don't know what Argentina have to be upset about. For all the people that were posting comments on my previous post when England lost saying, better team this, better than you just saw, blah, blah. Of course we're sore. Of course we're sore about losing to Argentina because this is what they do. This wasn't just like it boiled over and emotions got the better of them and then this happened. That's not what happened here. They were kicking off for the entire game. I don't know how there was only one red card in that game. And to be honest, it looked to me like the referee decided, he had no choice with the Fernandez one. Do you know what I mean? It looks like he was like, oh crap, I've got to send him off. There's absolutely no way that's not a yellow card. Do you know what I mean? The amount of yellow cards that he missed was beyond a joke. I've never seen, the worst thing about it is this is what frustrates me being an England fan, right? You watched the game the other day that we lost. We were 1-0 up. I felt like we were in control of the game. Some people will say otherwise. Up until that point, perhaps Argentina had started growing into the game just before we scored. Perhaps. But the minute we scored, we sat back and we made Argentina look fucking brilliant. We made them look like this mesmerising team that were going to go on to do another World Cup and win it again. And against all odds, comebacks, all this. You know, you can't deny they're spirited. You can't deny how committed they are to their country. But you also can't deny that they are the dirtiest team I think I've ever seen. Everyone was talking about Paraguay being awful. This was just as bad. This was just as bad as the Paraguay-France game. This was awful. They've got Messi and a couple of other good players. But if it wasn't for Messi, they'd be absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And a massive, massive credit to Spain. They were outstanding. I am so happy they won it. They do football like it's supposed to be done. And clearly, the Spanish have got stuff going on from kid level all the way through to adults that's working. They've been the most successful team over the past 20 years. You know, that's another generation. After David Villa and Iniesta and Xavi and Piqué and Puyol and Ramos and Torres and all these players from the previous generation who won everything, after they went, they've produced another set of players that are going to go on to win. I think they'll win more. I think they'll probably win the Euros in 2 years' time as well. Again, they're going to repeat, I think, what happened with the previous generation that did that went Euros, World Cup Euros. They're a fantastic team, and I'm so happy they beat the Argentinians because there was only one football team in the game. There was one football team and one team who was kicking the shit out of the other team who just so happened to have Messi. All right, and the amazing thing is even with 10 men and 1-0 down, this is why football's so balmy. If it wasn't for an unbelievable bit of defending, it would have been 1-1. It would have been what Simeone should have made it 1-1, you could argue. So, yeah, it was too close. It was too close for comfort, but I'm glad the right team won for me. The right team won. Argentina should have been nowhere near the final. They were lucky against Egypt. They were lucky against Switzerland. If Mbola hadn't been sent off, I think they go on to lose that game. We bottled it. We were 1-0 up and we bottled it. We should have got through that game. Thank Christ Spain were enough for them. But this is highlighted for me. Hopefully this is highlighted what Argentina are really like and why people like me, England fans, really, really dislike them. Let me just be clear about this. Let me just be really clear about this. Many of their fans are the same as well. If you hear the chanting in the crowds, I haven't been to Argentina, but if you watch Argentinian matches, when there are players of colour, let's say, who are playing, they're not that nice to those players, okay? And we all know what I'm saying. We all know what I'm saying. England fans still get a bad rap for their behaviour. The England fans have been pretty well behaved over the last few tournaments, I would say. It looks to me like the Eastern European fans and the South American fans are the ones that cause the most trouble. But no one really looks at Argentina as fan base as being problematic. They look at England and Eastern Europe. But the Argentinian fans are very, very problematic and always have been. And their team are dirty, they have nasty tactics, and they've always been the same. There's a reason no one wants them to win. There's a reason only Argentina wanted Argentina to win. There's a reason everybody was backing Spain, because Spain play football and Argentina try and kick the shit out of you. And the worst thing about it is they have good players. They have good players. They have the ability to play good football. They don't just do this against England and Spain and other good teams. They do it against everyone. This is just how they are. They could outplay you and they'd still choose to adopt this type of shitty, scummy, shithousery tactics. And I'm so glad they lost. And I hope they never win it again. And well done to Spain. They played the best football in the tournament. Again, everyone was so hell-bent on looking at France and how good France are and how good they're going to be and how much they're going to win the World Cup by, and no one's going to get near them. Everyone forgot how good Spain were. Everyone just forgot how good Spain were. If you can hold the ball for that long, very few teams are going to beat you. They conceded 1 goal. They conceded 1 goal in the whole tournament. It would have been a travesty if Messi and co had have got an equaliser and gone on to win on penalties, because I thought that's what was going to happen when Spain didn't score a goal in the 90 minutes. It would have been a travesty. Do you know their first shot on target was after 115 minutes? Oh, no, sorry. That's wrong. Do you know their first shot was after 115 minutes? That's awful. We're talking about the ex-world champions. We're talking about the team that are supposed to be one of the best in the world. They couldn't even get a shot off. It's pathetic. The way they approached this game was pathetic. They did it to England in the first half. They did it to Spain here. They did it to every other team, and the refs seemed to just be like, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's Argentina. They took so long to give you... I mean, the fucking McAllister, that first foul that McAllister made, how that wasn't a yellow. And that, do you know what that tells the team? That goes, oh, all right, we got a lenient ref here. Let's get stuck into this lot. If he gives that yellow card straight away, the game's different. And the game doesn't get broken down as much. And we see a much more fluent game of football that Spain would have probably won a bit more easily. But no, he decided to not give that yellow card and give Argentina the license to kick the shit out of Spain. But maybe that's what they wanted. What do I know? If you think I'm right, give this video a like. If not, let me know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.